Do you have too much time? Are you bored? Is simply scrolling the same through social media too boring for you? Are you autistic? Do you need a new party trick? Do you enjoy acting intellectual and superior to others? Do you enjoy weirding people out? Do you want an excuse to procrastinate instead of working on the thing you're supposed to work on? Well, I have the solution for you. Random keystroke analyzing. Greetings, guys. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to analyze keystrokes. Because sometimes someone makes like a meme or just types something and they just use like random letters. And by being smart about it and looking in what order these letters are placed in, we can figure out how they typed that out. Then you can like comment that under them and they could be like, what? How do you know that? That's crazy. Or something like that. And that's kind of fun to do. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of techniques how to do that in like common typing ways on the keyboard and a little bit on the phone, mostly on the keyboard, so you get like a feel of it. And to analyze keystrokes, I use one of two methods. I either just like type it, see something, and then I repeat it, and then I see what they typed out. That's good for shorter keystrokes. And for longer ones, you get like some sort of device. You could just do it on a PC if you're like cool something, and you just do a little like animation where you can't see shit. Nice one. Ah, yeah, but you. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is awesome. And you see as the dots appear, and then you can like see the pattern. But anyway, let's begin with a few of the most basic methods. We can start off with the basic two-hander. This is where a person places their hands on the two sides of the keyboard and they start doing that. This is a very common option, which leads to semi-random results. Like not the most random, but also not the most not random, but has a big flaw in it because you can clearly see a line where the hands were placed. In general, two-handed techniques often have a hole in between them. Like the very common and very easy does, the like two-handed like clicky-clacky one. That one's also very basic, and you always see like you can even tell the individual finger placements because they are often also repeating, which in general happens very commonly with humans. Like for example, for single-handed technique, it's where you do like random typing. You notice how my hand moves to the left to the right, so it's not that random. You can try to mitigate that, for example, by doing it with two hands. But you notice what I'm doing. I'm alternating my hands because it's very difficult as a human to not repeat the same thing and go like rhythmic. You're being truly random, you like have to choose the keys individually, which takes a long time and it's not really that worth it. But it's also very tellable because you can't get that random by just doing some sort of pattern. Another very common pattern, as I see it, is the roller. There are two forms of the roller. The like the roller and like the ball roller. Normal roller, you take the keyboard and you roll across it. This one's very easy to spot because it starts off with one side, slowly goes to the other, and then back. Um, the less common form is the like roller, like ball. You take a fist or something and you like look across the keyboard. It's also very apparent by how you see the keyboard lighting up. It always goes in like a circular motion. Also pretty easy to spot, but it's a rather like, my opinion, interesting option of doing randomness. Um, so um, more advanced form of that is where you do it with the fingers. Let me do it just with one hand. It's also not that random. It's pretty much is just a roller, but it moves around, not completely circularly. But it does it pretty much because your fingers impact it quite often. So those are like most of the basic uh, forms you encounter when someone does them on a keyboard, like a normal keyboard. And just sometimes when they hold the key for long because it's a keyboard, it repeats letters. And that's a clear takeaway that it's a PC because phones can do that. So you can go like, oh, you are on PC, and the guy goes, ah, I'm freaked out. Know that. Also, shift and that, consider caps lock too. That happens sometimes. Or like some funny gaming key. Or an enter might slip. So sometimes people use their phone to make their random bullshit. And in those cases, if I start typing, I can't really do it at a better angle. You notice I can't do the funny keys, and that results in rather repetitive movement. Also going to the different tab to get the funny keys requires lots of effort. So phones quite often have way less randomness and repeating keys, and you can kind of tell the difference in those with that. But the biggest tip is to honestly just do it a couple of times because at a certain point you just start to get them. If you see like these keys in repetition, it's that type, it's the roller. If you see a bunch of that, yep, there's a big gap, that means it's a two-finger technique. If you see some like funny bullshit like that, yeah, someone just kind of like socked it. Sometimes they use like funny objects. For example, someone might just like clean their keyboard with slime or something, and there's like complete random bullshit. Not complete random, but it sticks to like parts, and you can go like, "Whoa, that's random," and figure out like, in this case, a liquor bottle. I was like, "What?" You see, that was funny. Um, so yeah, good luck um using this new skill to like be weird towards people. Have fun with that, and see you around with something a little bit more more high quality. Mm.